BMW.
Hello, what can I help you with?
I'm feeling quite bored.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
I'm bored.
I can't imagine that. Maybe you haven't yet had the chance to try sport mode.
I agree.
Now it's in sport mode.
And then we go.
Hello, ladies and
Ladies and
gentlemen.
gents.
We are at the national media launch of the brand new 7th generation BMW 3 Series. Now,
In Cape Town.
in Cape Town, in beautiful Cape Town, actually, beautiful weather. This is a very interesting vehicle. Now, I grew up in a time where 3 Series was the bread and butter for BMW. It was the 3 Series, and the last two numbers gave what engine derivative it was. Sam's closing up because he says he's white. Anyway, we now live in a time where this is a 3 Series. It has a 3.0 at the end, so this is a 330i, but this no longer carries a 3-liter engine, just like the vehicle before. This now carries a 190 kilowatt, 400 newton meter, 4-cylinder. It does, I've always said this, though we understand that this is where cars are going, emissions are going, and you understand that this is where, sorry, I'm just losing a bit of mind because Sam's traversing.
I see what you're saying about
Yeah.
the chassis. And that front
No,
end.
the front end is
Woo!
beautiful, guys.
Yo.
This car. Okay, let me get back to what I was saying.
We'll
The
get
three-
there, we'll
yeah,
get
yeah,
there,
we'll get there. We'll get there. And that's where people are going. So I always ragged manufacturers around because of this. You know, they're having, you know, it used to be called a 330, now it's a 4-cylinder. They've done their best with what they can. It is a 4-cylinder. It does sound very, very nice. It's got the pops and bangs when you downshift. They've done some, you know, interior cabin sort of noise sort of thing through the speakers. It actually sounds very, very good. Now back to what I was saying, because I've driven the vehicle before.
Yeah, I've literally just
Sam
got
was-
in the job. I've been in it for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
So just
Sam was
excuse
doing all
me
the
for a
pretty
moment.
stuff.
This guy's done about 200 Ks
Yeah.
sitting here.
The chassis, in my opinion, is typical BMW.
Yeah.
You know exactly what the front is doing. The rear follows suit. It's not going to snap and, you know...
Okay, well, I felt that I've done a few corners.
Yeah.
You can feel it straight away.
Yeah.
And I get what you were saying about it first.
Yes.
You judge it off a little
Yes.
bit, like it's actually sharper than
Yes,
you think.
yes.
And it kind of catches you.
Yeah.
You turn in too much, but then when you get used to it, it's
100%. But this also has the variable sport steering.
Yes.
So at lower speeds, it does take a little bit more effort to turn into the corner, but at higher speeds, there's a little less effort required to turn the vehicle.
Definitely see like big improvements in the cabin.
Yeah.
Very streamlined, very sporty. Everything kind of flows into each other.
Yeah.
The screen here is wonderful.
Yes.
The active info display. I kind of feel like, well, it's not. I don't think they call it an active info display. That's kind of what
Audi calls it.
What Audi
And
call
VW,
it.
yeah.
And VW.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel they came late to the digital screen party, you could say.
No, that's
like
true.
that evolution into it is a little bit slower.
Yes.
In the older models, they still had some certain analog sort of features, but now it's sort of full digital, and it's wonderful. They're doing a great job. They're doing
The cabin is taken straight out of straight out of 7 Series, straight out of X5. It's the new sort of design ethos and cue that BMW are going for. You know, a lot less buttons, but very, very nicely laid out. Still BMW, but obviously with the modern spin of it.
Yeah, like in 2020, 50% of all internet searches will be done by voice. And if you're a bit older, like me and Rich, or even older, you might think that's a bit weird because we don't voice search.
Yeah.
But everyone under the age of 20 voice searches. It's a thing. So now that technology is coming through on the car, so BMW Assist is very much like Siri.
Yeah.
You can sort of say, I don't know, hey BMW.
Hello, what can I help you with?
I'm feeling tired.
All right, I have activated the Vitalize program.
The what program?
The Vitalize
The
program.
Vitalize
So what
program.
actually just means that it's just gonna make it
It's just got
as
colder.
it just got stupidly cold now. That's because
It's got
that's the
very cold.
Vitalize, because That's exactly what you want, because obviously it feels that you're feeling tired, you're feeling warm and cozy. So
Why
let's
did
put
you
the
do
ice
this?
ball.
And it just shot Red Bull into your mouth. I'm feeling tired. Thank you. Don't worry, here's your espresso. Maybe X7, right?
You never know. You never know. Yes. Semi-autonomous. So all these vehicles, and it started, with F platform vehicles, where there's steering wheel intervention, there's collision avoidance, there's side avoidance as well. These vehicles are so up to scratch now. You can literally leave the steering wheel for a couple of seconds, and the vehicle will do things by itself.
Yeah, I've got it on, but I've actually fallen asleep. I actually don't snore.
Yeah.
I don't have that issue just yet. Okay, so now it's like freaking out. It's like, hey, what you doing? Put your hands on the wheel, my friend. Okay, now
the vehicle is stopping.
But it's pulsing the brakes. It's trying to wake me up.
Yeah.
But I'm a deep sleeper.
Yeah.
I'm a deep sleeper. Oh, still. Oh, it's really hectic.
And it's come to a stop.
Yeah.
And now it switches on the hazards because it says, hang on.
And it's got like, have you seen these red lights?
Yeah.
On this. I must get some video of that.
Yeah.
That worked very easy. And it doesn't slam the brakes on. It kind of slowly brings you to a stop.
Yeah.
Pulses the brakes to try and jolt you and wake you up. And it does it progressively so that if there's people behind you, they're not going to just go into the
slam
back of
into
you.
you. Yeah.
That's kind of it on the 330i. Fantastic so far. Looking forward to the 320d tomorrow. And so let's talk about the 320d. What's happening? So it's a cold, rainy, cloudy morning in Cape Town. It's just lovely.
Okay,
I know that doesn't give you much insight, but like 330i was obviously more responsive,
more sporty,
and you're inclined to drive it that way because of the power.
Yeah.
But you get in the 320d, and automatically you realize you don't have 190 kilowatts on top. You've got how much?
140.
And you've still got and you've still got
That's
400
newtons.
newton meters of torque.
Yeah.
But it's just so easy, like.
But that's always been the nature of a 320 diesel. I think that's why a lot of people, it's been always the pick of the bunch, because it's such an accomplished vehicle.
Yeah.
Because you've got the torque, you've got the economy, it's got fantastic power and also the torque to carry you through.
Yeah.
So it's a nice, relaxing drive, but also, when you need to, it can get up and go.
Yes.
Because there's no way that you can call a 320 diesel lazy.
And I think it allows you to see the refinement of the 7th generation 3
Yeah.
Series even more, because it's so comfortable, relaxing. Technology, as we spoke about it a little bit earlier in the video, is just wonderful.
The one other thing is that if you listen closely, you can hear how quiet this cabin is.
Yeah.
It is so quiet
So
in here.
quiet.
It feels like a 5 Series.
Yes.
It really feels like a 5 Series. You can see that BMW obviously have seen the threat from all the other manufacturers, and they've stepped their game up really, really high. Because the vehicle's quiet, it's refined. I mean, listen to it, you can't even hear the diesel motor.
Yeah, you can't.
There's no clickety-clackety anymore, which you would always hear in a diesel. It actually doesn't sound like a diesel from the inside.
Yeah. Really, really, really impressed with the new 3 Series. What's the starting price? 649.
649 for the both of them.
Yes.
320i and 320 diesels. You have
330i.
I beg your pardon? What did I say?
320i.
Yeah, no. So 330i and 320 diesel.
Yes.
Later on, they will add a 330 diesel, a 320i, and one other engine. They are still talking about the hybrid version, which is the 330e.
Yeah. Which means if you want a 330i, you buy one now. Because if you wait until the 320i comes out, the 330i is going to go up in price.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of inside knowledge for you there.
Trust your boys at the motorist to give you that.
You'll never get it for 649 when you start speccing it with like the bigger screen.
Because you want some of the gizmos.
Yeah.
You want some
like
of the
these screens
gizmos.
are epic. Like these are optional extras.
Yeah.
There is the standard version which we haven't seen, but they're a little bit smaller.
What impresses me is how smooth it is.
Yes.
It's very smooth. It's very, very comfortable to
Even
drive.
when you put flat,
Yeah.
put foot flat, it's like it's very progressive. It's very nice.
Well, I wouldn't have. I mean, that's my foot flat, all for 3 seconds in the.
Yeah, and then you have to slow down.
And I have to slow down because it's so wet, and I've got cars in front of me.
But seriously, there is so much tech on this car. Like so much, we can't talk about it all. Just the main kind of features and what we really like. BMW Assistant, it's good at certain things. Other things, it's not so good. Like I asked it to find me a McDonald's, and it didn't know what I was talking about. Then I go onto my phone and I ask Google, and it does it straight away. So, but obviously this is Google and Apple, and all those oaks have had so much more time in building these personal assistant systems.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good first effort, and it's definitely going to get better.
The Idrive system is very, very good. It's just a little bit complicated because obviously we were used to the previous one, so it's just going to take a little bit of time to get used to where the menu, sub-menus, and all the sort of, layout is.
But the system is great. This BMW system
no,
is
that
great.
it is.
Like, it's actually...
That it is.
It's one of the best I've used.
Yeah.
Like,
it's very different to the previous one.
Yeah, it is, but it's very good. It's epic.
Yeah. If I was BMW, I'd be very proud because they've taken the competition, they've taken them on, and I think they've raised it to the next level.
It's such a complete product in so many areas.
Yeah.
Comfort, performance, efficiency, technology, looks. I think it's one of the best series we've seen in a long time. Especially with the M Sport Pack.
Yeah.
It looks epic.
The previous one wasn't the best looking vehicle, in my opinion.
Yeah. Especially a base model.
Yeah.
That was a bit cack at base model. But
but this is really, it's a stunner. It really is a stunner.
It's beautiful. Guys, thanks for watching. Go check out our other videos, drag races, driven reviews. Leave your hate, leave your positive messages. We love reading it all. Thank you very much, and have a good day.